Hello, hello, and welcome back as I attempt to climb the Widowmaker in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM 2. And no, I'm not talking about some bullshit mountain in the Himalayas, and no, I'm not talking about Phil Hartman's wife, who technically was a Widowmaker, but only widowed herself, and that only for a couple of hours. So, I'm not, you're probably out there right now saying, Pete, too soon, buddy, too soon. And you're probably right. I loved Lionel Huth's Attorney at Law as much or more than the next guy. The monorail episode, possibly the greatest episode of The Simpsons, and possibly Phil Hartman's greatest performance. But I'm a lazy, lazy man, and that was literally the first pop culture / widow / crazy spouse reference that came to mind, so I just went with it. If you're looking for a little variety, I mean, I could always try and go back a bit and maybe toss in a Phil Spector joke if you'd like. I mean, hey, those teeth looking like chiclets, yeah. Hey, wait a second. Phil Hartman, Phil Spector, both involved in violent, gun-related murders. I mean, that can't be a coincidence, right? Have I just stumbled onto some kind of vast Hollywood conspiracy? Like the greatest Hollywood conspiracy since Disney blacklisted Lindsay Lohan? Wasn't O.J. Simpson's middle name Philip? Orenthal James Philip Simpson? It's all linked, man. It's all linked. And I think I may have just blown it wide open. It's all clear to me now. It's a vast, murderous Phil conspiracy. Oh, Phil Donahue? Is he in on it? Is he the next victim? Oh, this could go anywhere. I don't know what to do. I mean, I think we've just blown this whole thing wide open. And speaking of getting blown wide open, I should stop my weird musings there and talk about doing this. Okay, so 5 days for alien alloys. Not really hugely interested in that. But yeah, so my own personal Widowmaker. What I'm actually talking about, this black site mission, which of course made widows of the families of every one of our troopers on our last little playthrough. Let's go to the distress beacon and just start this. I need to kill time. We're waiting for our ace team to come back. The Avatar project is at very, very dangerous levels, though. As soon as our tech-plated armor finishes, and as soon as old Seth Gilliam gets back on duty, we're going to hit the black site. So, we've got Predator armor available, new research available, Illyrium, new Proving Ground project, the Exosuit, new Proving Ground project, the Spider Suit. If only I had a Proving Ground, we might be doing that. That project was named York. Alas, poor York. I knew him, Horatio, a man of infinite jest and most excellent fancy. Spider Suit. Interesting. Exosuit, also interesting. Okay, well, really, I just want armor. That's all I'm looking for. Also, psionics at 10 days, advent turret breakdown at 2 days. Viper autopsy still not automatic, despite the fact we've killed a lot of them. Advent mech rep still there. We don't have enough Illyrium crystals to even consider that. So I'm thinking psionics, right?
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander.
You always say that, Dr. Teigen. Are you really that fucking predictive of the way I behave? Are you that forethinking? Do you have that kind of clairvoyance? Or are you just fucking bullshitting me, Dr. Teigen, and lying to me? Pretty sure you're just lying.
She was keen to get her hands dirty whenever possible.
Oh, don't try and defend your level of kink swerve with your alien corpse humping by pulling old Dr. Valen into this. She had a whole different fucking level of swerve, Dr. Teigen. She had a whole different thing. She liked to torture aliens to death while she masturbated to the footage. She didn't hump dead aliens. There's a difference. Not necessarily an important difference, because those things are both pretty goddamn odd, but we need 150 supplies, 6 Advent Trooper corpses, which we have, 20 alien alloys, 100. Okay, so we need 150 supplies. Is there any way we could get supplies between now and when I want to hit the black site?
If he crashes this ship, I might just hand him over to Advent myself.
Yeah, you know what you could do, Shen? You could handle with the drinking. Maybe stop letting him fucking hang out in the bar all day long before putting him behind the wheel of the ship. Call me goddamn crazy, but that just seems, basic rationality. We need supplies. How can we get supplies in 4 days? We need supplies, and we need them quickly. Okay, so in 2 days, in 6 days, our resistance comms come back. Let's go down. Yeah, I just want to look at my soldiers. How long until Seth Gilliam is back? He's back in 5 days. So the question then becomes, do we wait the 5 days? I mean, we have to wait 5 days because I'm not trying to black site without Seth Padre Gilliam. Do we just wait an extra day then is the question? I think the answer is yes. As soon as that excavation finishes, we're gone. So let's grab an extra scientist real quick.
The proving grounds are ready, Commander.
Oh, hell yeah.
Skulljack whenever you give the word.
Well, let's do that right now, Lily. So what's going on here? Oh, it's just like, okay, here's what the workshop looks like.
The proving grounds, Commander.
Okay, so we do need an engineer. Yoko Yoshida, Yoko Ono was our formerly medic, but I guess, she's branched out. Yoko Ono, she's a vivacious woman of many, many talents. It's not just all about music with Yoko Ono. She does art, she paints, she sculpts, she's got performance pieces. Yoko Ono, she's a woman of 1,000 skills. She's a jack of all trades, as it were.
I'll let you know as soon as we've made progress.
Yeah, well, that's good. You do that, Lily. Thank you. Also, I'm pretty sure you'll be running up to go, Commander, Commander, we did the thing, every time, just like everybody else on this boat. Can't anybody send an email anymore? Does it always have to be personal face-to-face communication? It's fine. Just fucking email me when it's done. So we picked up Dr. Dominika Kowalczyk, scientist. That's fine. We'll get her cracking on some research there, and we need something to do, so I guess we'll just head up here and start this. We need this excavation done. I want that armor. We also need to build resistance comms, though, so we can make contact. And we need supplies to do that, too. Oh, you know what? This is actually exactly what we needed. A supply raid now is perfect. This is the ideal solution to every single one of our problems. Let's go fucking rob a train Firefly style. Jane, let's grab the guns. Zoe, if you would, get the old pump shotty that you like to carry around, although I guess it was like a lever action rifle now that I think about it. But Zoe, let's grab your thing. Seth Padre Gilliam is back in action. Amy Cameo Smart. We've got the full team here. We've got Denise Shifter Richards. Oh, no. This simply will not stand. No. Shifter? No. There is only one name for Denise Richards, and it is not Shifter. I'm sorry. Woman couldn't shift gears on fucking... She couldn't shift gears on a... I don't know what's something that would have easy to... She couldn't shift gears on a fucking conversation is what she couldn't shift gears on. There, I came up with one. Are you happy? No. This is Denise Nuclear Richards. It's pronounced nuclear. She's a nuclear physicist. So, Denise... Actually, I kind of like this spelling better. Denise Nuclear. There we go. That looks better. It's Denise Nuclear Richards. We want it to be pretty much as wrong as possible. She's a Christmas Jones nuclear scientist. Yeah, she was nuclear. So we probably don't want Dina Dizzy Meyer then carrying our med kit, since Denise Nuclear Richards is actually our medic. So we're gonna give Diz a frag grenade and get your med kit out, Dr. Richards. I guess, man. Every time I say that, it's just like. It makes my butthole makes my butthole pucker just a little bit. Like I've just been shot with buckshot, so it's my buckhole. The holes where the buckshot went in, those are buckholes. Actually, they're holes designed by Buckminster Fuller. When you get the Bucky Ball, this is the Bucky hole, buckhole, if you will, for short. Saves a syllable. All right, so Firebert is dropping us off. By the way, terrible commando name, Firebert. It's not a good name. Brothers Chaps, please come back to us. We all miss you. Operation Knife Mask. It's like Bradford's just picking random nouns now. Operation Knife Mask. Operation Salami Burger. Operation Knife Mask. Operation Tire Hammer. Just pick two random nouns, Bradford. I kind of like it, actually. It's good. Random nouns. There you go. That's your mission name. Operation Wrench Lug. Why not? Actually, Lug Wrench Lug. That one did. Okay, the last one didn't work. But Operation Tire Hammer is pretty sweet. I would go on Operation Tire Hammer. Operation Snow Microwave. Looking forward to that one. Also, you probably shouldn't microwave snow. It's just you're gonna get water, and it's not really that cool. So we are concealed. The Advent train, all right, is where? Where did we come? Oh, this. Okay, so this is an interesting map. I know all the maps are theoretically interesting because they're modular, so no two maps are the same. Well, there's the train. I'm guessing, call me crazy, that the supplies that we want are going to be on the train since it is a fucking supply train. We've got 6 troopers. We got Denise Nuclear Richards on the team. I'm feeling like this mission is basically already in the bag. We got the nuclear. What do we got? A Viper. What is that? Is that a sectoid? That is a sectoid. What's with them? A Viper, a sectoid. There was definitely something else in that pod, but I did not see what it was. Let's go have somebody take a little closer look. Is there anywhere we could get you that might provide some, like, adequate high cover? If we could get you on top of that train, it'd be pretty sweet. Honestly, I think we should probably just head in that direction. If we have a pod over there, we're unlikely to encounter any kind of pods over here. Casper Van Dien, are you the man to go take a little closer look? I think the answer is no, because the man to go take a closer look is going to be anybody with a shotgun. So let's make sure one of our shotgun troopers has that. Actually, you know what, Casper Van Dien? Let's just bring you over here. We have no time limit on this mission. This is a free fire zone. We've got as much time to finish this supply raid as we want. So we're gonna play. We may come at this one a little more old school. We don't have to rush. We can take our sweet ass time. There we go. 2 Vipers. Well, that's just awful. That's really gonna be difficult to deal with. We got a pair of Vipers. Is this full cover? It is. A pair of Vipers and a sectoid. The sectoid is not necessarily an insurmountable problem. If we could pop these guys with a grenade, that would be monumentally fantastic. Although we would want Casper Van Dien a little closer. So let's get the Caspinator up here into this corner cover. Jake Busey. We could have you just crack him with a grenade too, but I would like to keep your Phantom ability on tap if possible. With a pod like this, though, you know what? That may simply just not be possible. We might not be able to conserve it. That might just be an unrealistic expectation. So Seth Padre Gilliam needs to find some cover in case they path this way. Let's just put Seth behind this tree. He's got a ton of grenades, old Seth Gilliam here. Got a lot of grenade action working. We're going to put him on Overwatch. Denise Nuclear Richards. I think we'll just drop you into Overwatch too. They're pathing away from us, which is interesting, but I don't really like it. Our cover was better back here. We had a lot better cover options. We had a lot harder cover specifically. All right, so Jake Busey. If we pathed you around... I mean, theoretically, you could get as close as that and be in half cover, but we don't know what's behind those guys. But if we wanted to, we could. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. All right, where's Casper Van Dien? All right, Johnny Rico, I'm going to need a little magneto pulse or whatever the shit you're calling it these days that you do. So give me the scan thing. Scanning protocol, please, Casper. That didn't really seem to do anything at all. Is the scanning protocol targeted? Like, should I have pushed that out away from us? Oh, here we go. So, yeah, there's definitely another pod back there. I can't even tell what that unit is. That is nothing we have ever seen before. There's also a sectoid and what looks like a advanced admint trooper or possibly a stun lancer. This pod is considerably more dangerous. Would we likely pop those guys if we moved forward? The answer is, sadly, it's too likely. I think we have to take a more cautious approach. All right, Diz, I want to get you on top of this train. Is there a way to do that that's not going to get you discovered? The answer appears to be no. Also, you are not... Oh, never mind. Dizzy probably could. Will we be able to see them from here? Well, if we path not the stupidest possible fucking way to path, and go the way that will keep us out of line of sight, at any point along this run are we going to see those guys? It looks like the answer is no. If we go in that tile, we will. This tile, we will not. That tile, we will. And we would not have cover, so that would absolutely reveal us. But we could get up to here without being... do it. I want the elevation, Dizzy. Go get it. Go get the high ground, baby. We need the high ground, Dizzy. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Thank you, by the way, pathing tool. developers of XCOM, again, possibly the single greatest improvement to the game in the history of its existence. The ability to choose our paths so as to not wander around like an asshole and get ourselves killed. It's real good. It's real good. If we bring Seth Gilliam to here, this poses no particular danger of either discovery.
I'm on the move.
And it does get us close. I'd really like to pop this pod with a grenade. Not necessarily this turn, and I'm concerned what happens if they continue moving away from us, which it looks like they are going to be inclined to do. I really wish we could get Jake Busey in better, like on a better approach vector. I don't want to have to go back and fight those guys in a location where they might potentially pop another pod. That's just a bad idea.
Got it. Moving.
As long as we can stay concealed, it's less of a problem. But the second we have to risk concealment to go up and deal with one of them at close range, we're looking at a bad situation. So I think it's Overwatch for you. Denise Richards, let's just put you on Overwatch.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
It's Overwatch around the horn, guys. Here we go. Oh, we're in trouble. Are we in trouble? How did Dizzy not get spotted? Because she's the greatest stealth trooper in the history of XCOM, that's how. Why am I doubting Dizzy Flores? That's the more important question, Pete. Why are you doubting Diz? She's got the mad skills to pay said bills. She's got the skills to pay the bills. And then some. And also, Seth Cameo Gillian can totally wreck these guys, right? If we go here, here, bam, bam, bam. We could put him right here. I sort of like that. Then we'd have you. Wait, you're not. You're Amy Smart. Denise Nuclear Richards would be in the region. Probable Overwatch opportunities for... Dizzy could just crack them all, too, though. I think we go now. So it's Overwatch for Diz.
Scanning.
We're going to want Dizzy on Overwatch. I think it's also Overwatch for Denise Richards. So Nuclear,
Scanning.
Overwatch for you. Johnny Rico, you were going to hold off on. Amy Smart, I think you're probably our activator unit. Oh, that's Jake Busey. Jake is a little further away than I'd like, but we could run and gun if we need to. Yeah, that's fine. Amy Smart, you're, I think... You know what? No, you're not our activator unit. Seth Gilliam has more explosives and is better with them. He's our activator unit. I think Amy Smart, you're an Overwatch unit. So let's get you... Alright, we gotta make sure at no point on this pathing does Amy Smart trigger a detection tile. So here, here... She won't be able to see without... you know what, Amy Smart? Let's cancel that move. You just stay right where you're at for now. Actually, can you see him and what kind of shots have you got? You can, and... reasonable. I don't want to Overwatch you, though. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, Seth Gilliam, give me some sweet damage in all three of these chumps. This is going to be like 12 damage, which is a pretty palpable hit. Also, considering two of these are Vipers, they won't be able to dodge this. So here comes the Gilliam. That was a solid smack. That's good. Now they're going to trigger. We're going to get Overwatch from possibly the Nuclear Scientist and Dizzy as well. Bring it. Oh, his heart's glowing like E.T. Now I feel bad. I'm going to shoot E.T. in the face. Yeah, well, that sure enough did. Sorry, E.T. I know you were just trying to phone home, buddy, but I feel more than a little guilty. Honestly, I'm not ashamed to admit it. So Johnny Rico kills that guy, no problem. Jake Busey could straight up run at that man full tilt and just bring him down. So Casper Van Dien, I think we... Oh, what if he dodges? I wonder if it does 2 damage even... Well, I mean, this is the time to find out, I suppose. Or Casper Van Dien could make it forever a mystery by just shooting that man in the face, and all things considered, I am not even the tiniest bit upset by that particular option. So then we bring Amy Smart forward, and Amy Smart be able to eradicate this Viper just with a little flanker here, right? That guy is not flanked. Alright, well, I mean, that's unexpected. So Jake Busey runs and guns to here. That is definitely a flank shot. Can Jake Busey make it? I was going to see if he can make it that loot on a blue move. I'll have him pick it up. Alright, you're running and gunning, Jake. I'm getting aggressive here. Just go put your shotgun in this man's mouth and make him not be alive anymore. And if he dodges, we're going to be really completely dicked. Oh, he spotted him. Yes, I know. That's because I'm running up into his face with a shotgun. Here you go. Dodge this. Okay, he totally dodged it. Well, that's real shitty. You didn't miss him, per se, Jake. I wouldn't really say that you missed him. My question is, are these the supplies that we're supposed to avoid destroying? I think that the supplies are all inside of the train. So it's time for Amy Smart to maybe save the day. And if we could, people, please, let's not blow up the supplies if at all possible. I mean, that's still hitting. There's no grenade fall-off damage here, so we're gonna have to use another grenade. I don't necessarily like it. But that still leaves us with 3. And that guy is all of the dead. And more importantly, Jake Busey is not going to get shot in the face by one enemy we didn't manage to account for because it has a dodge ability. By the way, Jake, I mean, that's the kind of move that gets your hand stuck to a wall by Drill Sergeant Sims. I'm just saying. I mean, it worked out this time, but it's the kind of thing you don't want to maybe take chances with. Like, for instance, now, when you being out in the middle of nowhere with absolutely no cover is potentially world-ruining. That alien dropped an Illyrium core. That's all we got out of it. What the fuck are you? He looks like a medic of some variety. Okay, so it's clearly a heavy infantry armor system then. What is with him? So that guy has, okay, I mean, it's fine. 53% to hit is bad. Wait. Why? That's an advanced trooper. What's this guy? He has a lot of defense. That man is extraordinarily difficult to hit. And this cover is going to be not destructible. This is not good for us at all. He's not a robotic unit. All right, so we've got to try and enhance our cover situation. That's going to be our goal. Dizzy, what can you do? Also, can any of them see you, Dizzy? The answer is yes, too, and that for us is a very bad thing because you might get shot. They can both see you, so those are not squad sight shots. What's your hit percent like? Pretty good against the Advent Shield Bearer. Less good against the Advent Trooper. Oh, that guy's called an Advent Shield Bearer. That seems not good. Like maybe he has some kind of shielding ability of which I am unaware of, which is potentially very dangerous to us. What's your hit percent chance? It's real bad. Okay, this is not good. Okay, so Denise Nuclear Richards, what can you do? How can you help, Denise? How can you help us? You really, the problem is you really kind of can't. All right, so Dizzy, you're gonna have to forego your sort of elevated position here. I'm sorry, you gotta get down. We can't leave you on top of that train with no cover. You're gonna get shot and killed. We could take a lightning hand shot at this guy we have flanked. Yeah, I mean, we can at least eliminate the sectoid. That's something. So Dizzy with a pretty good shot there. It's all right. 3 damage. That's something. We could follow that up with another pistol shot. You know what? Let's hold off on that because we could get in a situation where we actually need that pistol shot Overwatch for like some emergency damage. So we can drop the bomb on this punk. It's not going to destroy enough of his cover. It just does damage. But it will shred his armor. So you know what? Yeah, Seth, go ahead and do this. And I have a plan for keeping Seth Gilliam safe, by the way. It involves Johnny Rico. I know that Seth is not in fantastic cover, and that not being in fantastic cover against an enemy like this is potentially life-ruining. But I do have a counter plan. I do have a safety net, if you will. Please tell me that's full cover. It is. Excellent. All right, Amy Smart. I'm real worried about this guy. I'm not really worried about that sectoid, although you have an excellent chance of killing it. You know what? I'm not worried enough about the sectoid to even bother with it. Don't suppress the sectoid. If we're going to suppress anything, you got to suppress this guy. I want that man to have a -50 to hit. Yes, I would like him to have a huge penalty. All right, so Jake Busey, if we bring you up here, this is terrible cover and not a good idea. So let's not do that. Let's instead bring you to this full cover. You've got... Yeah, go ahead and take this. This is an outstanding chance here. We're going to take it. Sectoid goes down. Jake Busey scores another kill. That's brilliant. So this gentleman is suppressed. Now we've got to keep Jake Busey safe, because Jake Busey's in a little bit of a sticky pickle here. He did get himself a promotion, which is nice. Casper Van Dien, I sort of like you right where you're at, and I'm aware you could do a nice cheap 2 damage on that, but I don't think the cheap 2 damage is the way to go here. I think what we go for instead is the aid protocol, and now that you have that ability to give people an Overwatch shot, we're going to throw that on Jake Busey. I'm also a little worried about him getting grenaded potentially as well, but we're going to do what we can. We do the best we can with what we got here. So he has threat assessment. That's just giving him a covering fire Overwatch shot. Now we put Casper Van Dien on actual Overwatch as well. That just leaves Denise Nuclear Richards, who is not in a great position. I think Denise Nuclear Richards may have to just double move. We're going to need somebody who can just leg it as much as I would, or she could stay where she's at. No, because she's in terrible cover. Unknown unit types make me very hesitant to take less than ideal cover. We could bring her over. You know what? Yeah, I'm getting out of half cover. I don't like this. Let's bring her over here. Let's just have her drop an aid protocol on Seth Gilliam, because he's also in shitty cover. So here comes our aid protocol. Seth Gilliam should be like as safe as we can feasibly make him. The one really dangerous enemy has a huge penalty to hit. Dizzy, I mean, what do you have a shot at? No, we would rather have you on Overwatch, honestly. If this Advent Shield Bearer tries to move, he's going to get hurt. If he tries to shoot, I have to assume he's just going to flat out get blown in half by Jake Busey. That ability with the threat assessment, that is just fucking amazing. That is remarkably powerful ability. Here comes a pistol shot. Oh, nope, this is Denise. Nope, pistol. God damn, Dizzy, you are deadly with that pistol, I'm telling you. Here comes a Casper Van Dien. Also connecting. Man, oh, guys, everybody's doing so good. You guys are inspired. Dizzy staying strong behind what I'm assuming is an Advent porta potty. It's got that same vague shape. It looks like a little porta Johnny to me. I would really love to know what's behind these guys. Man, threat assessment is just fucking amazing. That ability is goddamn fantastic. So, Seth Padre Gilliam. There's like no situation where you can't make that man be dead. If you want him dead, he will be dead. Alright, Diz. Not a great shot. Is the pistol any better? The pistol could get us home. The pistol is actually worse. I will take a 62% here, actually. Ordinarily, I would look for something better. But the team is fucking on fire here, and when the dice are rolling your way, you don't shit on the dice, man. You take the rolls. Excellent work, everyone. Alright, so far, this mission has been, I don't want to say flawless, because that's just a powerful jinx, but it's been really good. We've come across some fairly tough opposition, and we've just systematically dismantled them. It is nice to be playing without the pressure of a time limit. I gotta say, I do feel like when I have unlimited time, I of course play better, because I mean it's just reasonable. Amy Smart, you do not have a free reload. So what we're going to do is bring you over here to this full cover, and you're just going to reload. I'm also trying to take just an extra special effort to avoid deploying anything explosive anywhere near the train, because I really don't want to blow up my supplies. I know on our last supply mission, I think perhaps a few of our potential windfall items got slightly exploded. We didn't really have a choice in the matter. I mean, the explosions were all absolutely necessary. We did pretty much everything we could to just keep people alive on that mission. Things were not going extraordinarily well. We know this is a safe move, so I'm okay with the half cover. Similarly, this should also be a safe move, so again, the half cover should be acceptable. I really love that Seth Gilliam. You know what? Seth Gilliam actually makes an excellent exploratory unit, surprisingly. Because of his hunker down ability, he could make it to almost any sort of cover and be okay. Deep cover is a great ability. You know what? Let's do this. No, Dizzy, not as your first move, though. Let's bring you up here. If this doesn't reveal anything, we'll send somebody else forward on a little scouting mission Just a wee one. Just a tiny little scouting mission here, like, say, Seth Padre Gilliam, who, worst case scenario, can dash up to the other porta potty.
Advent troops here.
Okay, so it is, in fact, a worst case scenario. But as far as worst case scenarios go, this is not terrible. Oh, is that another fucking shield bearer? Okay, well, never mind. I was talking about worst case scenarios, and it turns out this one is suddenly very shitty. So let's get the hell out of Dodge, then. Just go ahead and do that. Can anybody even see the enemy? Casper Van Dien can see the enemy. An advanced officer. Is this full cover? It is. Are you likely to wind up flanked? The answer is no. Alright, let's bring Jake Busey up here, then. So we may have to take an unusual turn here. Where was that other shield bearer? I really don't want him to be able to flank Jake Busey. So much so, in fact, that alright, I'm going to do this. We're going to send Jake Busey even further around. I don't expect there to be any more enemies on this map. 3 pods is already a lot of enemies. Yeah, and I'm glad we did, because without that, Jake Busey may have wound up flanked. Might still wind up flanked, actually. So Casper Van Dien, let's bring you up here to this full cover.
No problem, boss.
None of these guys are on Overwatch or anything. You have no targets? Alright, that's fine. I think we'll just put you on Overwatch then. Unless you've got the the aid protocol. It does increase, the one drawback to that ability is it does increase the cooldown timer on aid protocol by a turn. Which, all things considered, is not the end of the world, but... And Amy Smart is going to, of course, have shots. Denise Nuclear Richards is probably just going to wind up aid protocoling. Yeah, oh shit. Medic Richards. Alright, here's what we're going to do. You first, we're going to have you aid protocol Amy Smart, since she's the person who's most likely to get shot at. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I think you're going to hunker down. And then I think we got to get Dizzy the hell out of Dodge, because as long as the enemy can see Dizzy, she has no cover. Yeah, you just go ahead and hunker.
Maintaining position.
Dizzy, can any of them actually see you? I don't think so. Just out of an abundance of caution, however, Now, you know what? Go back to your cover, Diz. I don't want to leave you on top of that train. It's just way too risky. It's way too risky.
Maintaining position.
Let's let the enemy try and come at us. We've got some Overwatch here. Some of it's even going to trigger. Casper Van Dien gets us at least 2 damage, which is good. I guess one of the bullets, he just wildly flailed his weapon around, and one of them just got lucky. Are you throwing a grenade? Nope, he marked us. Okay, that's not great. Also, why is Amy Smart not the one who's protected? Yeah, he's overwatching. A shield bearer has what appears to be some manner of shotgun. What are you doing? What the hell is that? That guy has some sort of barricade. Okay, well, we don't know what that does at all. This advanced officer... What is this? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. No. What does this guy got going on? Is this just extra health? Does he just have 3 extra health on top of his armor? Is that all it is? If that's all it is, I think we might be able to handle him. Is this rock destructible? It is. So we can completely eliminate that guy's cover with 1 Casper Van Dien frag. We could do that. Alternatively, we could have Amy Smart do it. Amy Smart has Shredder. Honestly, we'd be better off to have Amy... Oh, what the fuck? These guys all have shields now. Oh, I don't care for this at all. Excuse me, XCOM. This seems a little cheaty. Alright, Seth Gilliam, what can you grenade if you are going to grenade? And I'm pretty sure you are. What can you grenade? You have to get closer to grenade really anything. That is not great. But, you know what? We need you to get 1 tile closer. And oh, I forgot. I always forget about Overwatch. Okay, that was supremely lucky. We are not going to get that lucky again. I can't make any more mistakes like that. Alright. So please tell me, Seth Gilliam, that you can damage this man with the grenade, right? Yes. Alternatively, if we kill the shield bearer, does it get rid of the other guy's shields? That's the question. That guy has armor, though, and these guys don't. Screw it. This guy... All right. Let's try this. We really need a skulljack. That's the long and the short of things, is we desperately need a skulljack. So here comes the grenade. All right, that's... Okay, did no damage to that guy's armor. But the one thing it did do, we have fully exposed him. He's standing out in the open. His shield has been removed. So, Amy Cameo Smart should be able to just rip him a new fucking butthole. How can you not see him? Suddenly, he's invisible. That makes me incredibly salty. If we move Amy Smart to here, she will be able to see him, but this stun lancer... Oh, that's not a stun lancer, though, is it? Are we going to be able to kill everything else if we shred that guy? Jake Busey has... You know, I think the answer is no. Honestly, I think what we should do is just have Amy Smart stay where she's at and pop the rest of these shields. This should be a thing she can do, correct? No. Well, we can pop one of the shields. If I have to leave just one guy alive, and it looks like we have to because we don't have a choice, I would prefer the one guy left alive to be the just regular advanced trooper. I think he's probably our best bet. So Amy Smart's going to lob one up and over. Yep, okay, so we have destroyed every shield on the field. Every shield on the field. What was that? The guy just, like, shook his fist at us? Alright, so we got Denise Nuclear Richards, who can't really do much of anything, and Diz, who has shots but not good ones. I really want this shield bearer dead. Her chance to hit him, though, is so bad. It's really very much not good. We could get 2 damage out of cat. All right, what do you got, Busey? 89%. Let's see what you can do here. You could just straight up shoot that man in the fucking head and destroy him.
Target neutralized.
Oh, goddamn, I love you so much, Jake Busey. I want to have your babies. I mean, please, sir, your babies. Just all of the babies. Please give me your babies. I don't mean that in a weird way, like, don't sell me your children or anything. I mean, I want you to have sex with me. That's basically what I'm saying, is that I'm in love with you. I love you and everything you stand for, and I want you inside me. So what are the odds Denise Richards actually hits a guy with a gun? 74%, it turns out. I think this is a worthwhile shot. Well, Denise Richards still gets 2, because even on a miss... Yeah, you shot wide. It's not unexpected or, honestly, that undesirable. So we got to do this again. No, no, no. Come on, you know who gets it. That's right. You got to give it to your homeboy, your backup, your main hombre, your #1 cat, Casper Van Dien. You give it to the man who's going to save your life. You give him threat assessment. And then you take a shot at this guy who's just standing in the open like an asshole. And you do 4 damage to him, which, all things considered, is reasonable. If Ace hits him when he moves, and he's gonna move, he's gonna die. So yeah, here comes Ace. This man should be dead. Yep, blown completely in half. Good sweet lord, threat assessment is fucking amazing. Just absolutely stellar. It's fantastic. And this guy gets to take a shot at somebody in full cover. Seth Gilliam, who is far away and behind a tree and 100% safe. So yeah, this is good. Casper Van Dien is out of bullets. That's not fantastic, but it's not the end of the world, because Casper Van Dien could still kill that guy if we wanted him to. And you know what? I kind of think we want him to. So let's just bring you up here.
I'm going.
And go ahead and combat protocol this Joker. And he's done. Advanced Trooper is dead. And good night, Johnny. Yeah, it's all over. Man, that mission went surprisingly well. Without the clock on, I just make so much... My decision-making is so much better when I'm not under the gun.
Status confirmed.
Enemies killed 9 of 10. Wait a minute. What was still alive? I am confused. What did I not kill? I mean, we still got the flawless rating, and I feel really good about Operation Knife Mask, not to be confused with Operation Tire Hammer or Operation confused with Gun Rock, but still. I don't understand the 9 out of 10. I mean, we killed everybody. There wasn't a guy we left alive. 83.3, pretty good. Average cover bonus was 24.69. I really don't understand how this is calculated. I mean, we were basically in full cover for most of the entire mission. And Jake Busey's going to take it all home because he's the greatest man in the history of the world. Most under fire, Seth Padre Gilliam, who I think got shot at once, and also Dizzy got shot at once. Maybe Seth got shot at twice. He probably did. Average damage per attack, 3.54. Not fantastic, but not terrible either. I feel really good about that mission. That one really felt nice. That was a solid win against some tough and unseen opponents, too. Turns out also grenades are fantastically useful for bringing down shields. It's real handy. Although, as I understand it, the best thing for bringing down shield bearers is actually a skulljack, but we don't have one. At least not until fucking Lily gets off her lazy ass. Down there, dicking around in the engineer. By the way, Lily, if we have to assign engineers to all of these projects, what the fuck is it that you're doing? I'm just curious, Lily. I mean, are you like a project manager in that you just tell people what to do and don't ever actually do anything yourself? Is that what's going on here? Oh, you know, I'm the research project manager. Yeah. It's damn good for my morale, Tygan, and I'm pretty sure it's good for your morale, because more successful crew missions in the field mean more successfully brought home corpses for you to hump. I'm sure you're happy. Death from above is real good. Quick draw. Firing your pistol with your first action no longer ends your turn. So you could theoretically lightning hands, fire a pistol, and fire a pistol. 3 pistol shots seems pretty solid. And you would still have squads. Wow. That's actually quite good. Return fire. So theoretically you could shoot a pistol 4 times? Pistols don't ever run out of ammo either, which is nice. Man, maybe Gunslinger is the way to go. Although I kind of say I kind of like Long Watch. Does this ability have a cooldown? I'm going to guess it does not have a cooldown. Does Lightning Hands? It doesn't say that it has, but it does have a cooldown, and quite a long one. Still, Dizzy actually did some pretty decent work for us with the pistol, and then the sniper rifle is more like an ass. Death from above, though, also seems really good. Killing somebody with your sniper rifle only costs a single action and does not end your turn, but it is killing an enemy, not wounding an enemy. So if you finished somebody off, you could get another shot. They would have to be previously wounded. Whereas quick draw is just going to work pretty much when it works. But then you're dedicating yourself to becoming kind of up close, and I'm not really... that's not really... Yeah, let's go. I'm just going to stick with Death from Above. Mostly because it seems a little more familiar. But the more I look at Gunslinger, the more I'm convinced maybe Gunslinger is actually the right way to go. Implacable. If you score 1 or more kills on your turn, you are granted a single bonus move. That seems really good. What's Blade Storm? Free sword attacks on any enemies that enter or attack from melee range. I mean, that's also really good. Implacable is basically hitting... that's basically the close encounters ability that we used to have in sort of Garden in vanilla XCOM, where if you got within 4 tiles of a unit, you could shoot at them and that unit didn't count as a shot. This works similarly, but only if you kill them. That seems really powerful, though. Because you could run and gun, go up to a guy, shoot him in the face, blow him in half, and then use your free move to run the fuck back to cover. Blade Storm is interesting, and it would be a fantastic way to defend yourself from other melee units like stun lancers and whatnot. But at this point, our blade damage is going to be so low that it's probably not going to kill anything anyway. I really like Implacable. I'm taking Implacable. I really feel like this combination ability, the Ranger seems like one of the few classes where a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B really holds pretty strong, pretty tangible benefits. So our loot was a little disappointing. 2 Illyrium cores. Sectoid Corpse, Viper Corpse, Shield Bearer, Trooper, Officer, some Alien... Oh, we got... 146 supplies is the big thing. 81 alloys and 31 Illyrium crystals. Nice pickup, too. We got an Advent Shield Bearer to Autopsy here. That's a corpse for Dr. Tigan to hump. He's going to be real happy about that. And what was it that we needed money for? I mean, I know armor. We need money for armor. Definitively. We're going to just do this right away. So, armor, before I spend it on something else, we just build Predator armor. Done. Oh, man, it looks badass. Oh, that is some sleek, deadly black shit right there. Oh, look at Ace. He's a walking goddamn killing machine now. He's more than meets the eye. He's a mechanical death machine now. That is fantastic. Resistance comms come online in 1 day.
Do you ever regret leaving the city? You must.
We'll have enough intel to make some contact. So I guess the next thing we do is it's going to be our black site mission. We've got everything we need. Yeah, I thought we were going to be climbing the Widowmaker this mission, but it turns out holding off to do the supply raid was the right pick. So I guess we'll be climbing the Widowmaker next episode. Also, thank you, Lily and Shin, for giving us those deep, dark insights into your life, and once again, trying to interrupt me as I do an outro every time without fail, guys. It's fantastic. Anyway, I'm done with this one. Next episode, Advent Black Site mission should be really exciting, especially since it's time for a little bit of payback. It is our Klendathu, our Big K. It destroyed the mobile infantry the first time, but now we're back, and this time we're going to kidnap a head of cauliflower and try and make it afraid of us. If you want to see that, you might consider subscribing. We post new episodes of XCOM every single day. And if you enjoyed this episode, you might drop a like down in the comment section, of course, because your support really does mean a lot to me, absolutely. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to go have a celebratory alcoholic beverage with my new bestest friend in the whole world, Jake. I'm with Busey. I'll see you again soon.